All right, people, I am back with an intro. We got a new project and I'm super excited about it. But before we start talking about this, I'm going to ask you to do all of the things. You know what they are. I'm also going to tell you, pause now, grab your beverage and have a sit down because this one's a little convoluted. It's going to be a little bit long and it's going to be a total crazy train, I'm pretty sure. So as long as you're prepared for it, let's move right in. This is a project called Clue Special Panning Edition. So it is based on the board game Clue. It was created by Stephanie L. And she did this in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook. I'm going to link everything I can find for you down in the description box as always. We are using the hashtag panning clue. Nice and simple. And this starts June 9th of 2023. This will not end until we actually get an answer because it's a mystery game. So how Stephanie set this up, oh man, the work she's doing. You guys, kudos to Stephanie because she is giving every one of us that is participating in this an individual winning answer. Okay. So she broke it down pretty much this way. We have got, I wrote this down because otherwise I get confused. We have got 6 suspects based on the characters in the game. And if you've seen the movie, it's the same characters. I love the movie personally, with a couple of exceptions. Because there's a butler and Mr. Boddy in the movie is played by Lee Ving, by the way, in case you didn't know. More music trivia for you. Anyway, so for suspects, we have got Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green, and Mrs. White. So we have 6. Then we've got weapons. We've got the candlestick, the knife, the lead pipe, the revolver, the rope, and the wrench. So there are 6 there. But now with rooms, we have a little bit more. We have the hall, the lounge, the dining room, the kitchen, the ballroom, the conservatory, the billiard room, the library, and the study. So 9 there. Now how Stephanie set this up is there's been a murder. Mr. Boddy has been murdered. You are to pick 3 products from each of the 3 categories. Pick 3 prompts, and there's a product prompt suggestion, whatever you call it. She gives you an idea of what you're supposed to use for like the character or for the weapon or for the room. Okay? 3 from each category to start with. Then you're going to roll a pair of dice. And of course, me being me, couldn't find a matching pair of dice. This is actually, wow, from, I think this is a Hilton one. Yes, this is from the Hilton Hotel in Las Vegas from 1980. I don't know where these things come from, but then I found one normal one. So what you do is for each of the things you pick, you roll the dice, and that tells you the number of uses. So this entire thing is only usages. Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to get to that. But then what happens is when we meet our goal, we have something ready then to guess. So she gives examples in here which make it a little bit more clear. She says, so say you complete your goal for 2 suspects, 1 weapon, and 2 rooms. Well, you only have 1 weapon, so you can really only put together 1 guess. So you pick a person, your weapon, and 1 of your 2 rooms. You put that guess into the comment section on the Fantastic Ladies Facebook page, and Stephanie's going to respond. She's going to either tell you, hey, you got it right, which I'm guessing no one's going to do in the first month, I would hope, or she's going to give you some exculpatory evidence. Now, because all of our answers are unique, whatever evidence she gives someone else doesn't apply to me. It might not be the same for me. I might get the same answer, like say on a weapon, but I might not. I'm telling you, the amount of work she's doing is insane. Okay, so then what happens is whatever exculpatory evidence she gives us, and I think she uses the example of the knife, saying if she gives me the response, no blood was found on the knife, that means that I can eliminate the knife from my weapons category. Now, if I had 2 suspects that I had completed, I can file the one that I didn't use for the clue for later. I know it's confusing, and in fact, I think a lot of us doing this are going to be confused, but Stephanie's going to walk us through it. I'm going to give this to you the best that I can, and I will also then come back, curtains are blown behind me, come back and tell you what result I have. So I'll give you the video, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll put the guess on Facebook and then record a piece for what result I get, or maybe I'll do it in a pinned comment. I don't know. We're going to have to see as we go along how I want to get you guys the information that I'm getting to help me plot. Why not help me plot? Come on, that's fun. Okay, so what this means is that we are starting with 9 items. And I have my handy dandy index cards. I also have all of this written in a notebook. Trust me, this one's going to be a lot of paperwork for me because I am one of those who does things by hand. Yes, I am old school. So I have all of my initial start intro products and things in here. We're going to go through these, but I've also popped up a picture, hopefully, of what my cards look like. So, because a lot of people ask me like how I keep track of the weird things that I do, and I do a lot on index cards. This one is going to be this way, and then things will get filed according to my bizarre filing system, which no one ever needs to understand. But let's start with, and I'm going to be taking pictures of my dice roll too, just so that I can throw those up on the screen when I'm editing. Huh. Hopefully this works. Okay, so the first one I have, my first suspect is Colonel Mustard. So for that, it's supposed to be a yellow item in some way, package, product, whatever. You know how that goes. I'm going to bring in my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen because it's got the yellow cap. We're going to shake up, whoops, and drop my dice. All right. Now I've got 8. So I have to use my Supergoop 8 times before I can count this as a completed set of you know what I mean. And so I can count this done so that I can use this as a guess. All right, so that is the first one. Now, my second is Professor Plum, so a purple item. I'm going to bring in the Lancome Renergy Lift Multi-Action blah, 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 blah. Got a sunscreen in it, moisturizer. Not a new thing, something I'm working on, but I figured, well, it's purple, and so we're going to throw this in the game. And let's roll the dice. I don't know how else to do this. Ooh, okay. We'll take my picture. I got 9. So that means 9 uses for the moisturizer. All right, then red. We have got, oh, sorry, Miss Scarlet. Miss Scarlet is red. I'm bringing in the Thayers. This is their like witch hazel facial toner. I have it in rose petal, and it has the red cap. That's why we're doing this one. Okay. 6 times for that. Then next, we are going to move on to our weapons. So the first one I have is the lead pipe, and this is a pencil. So I'm going to bring in this NYX Epic Wear eyeliner. This is in Gunmetal Gaze. It is a really nice deep gray eyeliner. Love gray eyeliners, by the way. Not as harsh as black, blah, blah, blah. Love this. So this is going to come in, and okay, not too many uses. All right, 5 uses for my eyeliner. Now remember, this is going to be 2 to 12 on everything, just because you have 2 dice. So then the next weapon I have is the revolver, and this is a spray, and that's pretty broad. So I decided that I want to bring in my Chanel Chance Otendra. I love this stuff. This is my 2nd or 3rd bottle of this. This was something that was recommended to me by one of the lovely ladies at Ulta. I actually just saw her the other day and said, by the way, thank you. Because I always said, I'm not old enough to wear Chanel. I'm not mature enough. And she's like, I've got one for you. She was right. Okay, well that's working. So we have 5 on that also. Okay, so then my next weapon is wrench. So something that fixes things. Well, you know, I'm bringing in the Mac Fix Plus because it fixes things. I kind of figured that was totally perfect. All right. Ooh, okay. For that, we got 11. And honestly, I picked things that I use a lot, so it's not like it's going to be a hardship to get some of these uses, but you know. All right, so then we're moving on to rooms. The first room I have is the hall. So this is a base product. Where did it go? All right. You know I'm working on this Ordinary Serum foundation bottle that has been in everything. I had it in What's on Deck to do a comparison. I just had it in something for 20 uses and I got 30 on it. I shook it up, so, and I don't even know how many uses I've got on this bottle. I don't know how much is in there, but it's something that I want to keep working on. So, we are going to put it in for 5 uses. That's not a whole lot, but that's okay. I don't have a huge rolling space in front of me because of my computer and because of my desk just not being that big, but trying to make this work. All right, then next we have kitchen. So this is a baked product or something you use for baking. I went with baked product on this, and I am bringing in the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. And this is one that I've been using for quite some time and worked on. It's just a nice pinky peachy kind of neutral, goes with everything blush. I don't even know if you can see it on my hand. You can see a little bit there. Got some shine to it. It's very pretty. I like it a lot. And for a while, it was my everyday. Whoop. Okay. If it rolls into my lap, I'll flip that one to re-roll it because that didn't seem fair. All right. So for that, we've got 10 uses. Okay. Okay. Now that one, I don't use the same blush every day, so that one will take a little bit longer. And then I have the ballroom. So this is something that you save for a special occasion. And I try not to do that, but I do have one. I have a Gucci perfume that my husband bought me. This one is Bloom. And I like it. It's a little bit heavy. It kind of reminds me of a scent I used to use years ago. So this isn't an everyday. This is not one of the super light sweet. This is very, very floral, but really expensive, and he spent a fortune getting it for me because I said I liked it. So I gotta be careful what I say, because when he remembers what I say, those are the things I get for presents. Gotta love that. Okay, so for that, we've got 6. Now with any luck, I've actually been popping these on the screen too. That's why I keep taking pictures of the rolls that I'm getting. Set these aside for next time. Now, one of the things that we were told that we could do with this is that we can, if we complete something and don't get to do it as a guest, we can file it and do it again later. We can also do some of these prompts again, either re-rolling, or we can do a different item. So just as a heads up. Now, I'm going to give you a music moment just because, why not? It's me. And I had a little trouble kind of figuring out where I wanted to go with this one. And the song that I came up with, title-wise, seems like it fits, but content-wise, not so much. So we're going to go with it anyway, just because it's a song that I actually happen to like. I decided to go with the song Alone in a Room by the band Asking Alexandria. Now, I am going to tell you, Asking Alexandria is a metalcore, heavy metal, post-hardcore, hard rock, whatever. They're metal. This song does get radio play, or has gotten radio play on some of the rock stations. There is an explicit version of it. I don't know what I'm going to find. There's a video that I'm going to search for. It's black and white, and it's part of a trilogy of songs that they did, so I'm going to try and link that down below. Now, Asking Alexandria is a British rock band that is, let's see how many, I don't even know how many members are in it, truthfully. They've been around since 2006 to present. The lead singer and the one who sings this song is named Danny Worsnop, and he actually was part of the band and then left for a while and then came back. Now, Asking Alexandria has had, let's see, 7 studio albums, and this song is off the 5th one. It was the album was titled Asking Alexandria, and it was a release from 2017. Now, let's see if I can find any information about the lyrics. Basically, what I'm Yeah, of course not. There's not anything on there. I had found some information like on Song Facts about this particular song. See if I can find it again for you. If I can find it. What the song is talking about is having to face things that have gone on in your past, things that are difficult, and for him, it's about writing actually, and it was about for to be able to get these things out on paper and have it be almost like a cathartic or therapeutic thing. He had to do the thing that he didn't want to do, which was be by himself and be introspective. Now, in the video, it is him trying to reach the band and trying to communicate with them and the difficulty with that. When he talks about this song, about the writing process, it has more to do with looking at his life. There have been some of your typical musician issues. There were things that he had to go through. His life has not been the easiest. Like I said, there was a point where there were lifestyle choices that he had made that kind of estranged him from the band, even though he had left. He was actually damaging those friendships. He was lucky enough to have a couple people in his life help him out, and that kind of started him back on a better path. Now, in addition to, it's like over 90 degrees, it's really hot in here. In addition to Asking Alexandria, he has also done a couple of solo albums. One of them is like a country one, and I don't know, that was like 2018, something, I don't know. He's done a couple of albums. The first one was like a country inspired one, and then there was another one after, and I don't know that music. I only have this one album by Asking Alexandria. I am not like the world's biggest fan. I saw them live, and that's kind of what turned me on to this, and that's the reason that I ended up getting the disc. But I just thought, title-wise, it fit in perfectly, and I like the song. You know, I try and give you stuff I like. Occasionally, I'm going to end up giving you stuff I don't really like, but I'm going to try and stick with things that I do like. So I am going to have that down in the description box for your viewing and listening pleasure, as always. Thank you for spending some time with me. Make sure that you check back and see how my progress goes, and then we'll figure out how I'm going to update you with the answers that I get from Stephanie. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So we're going to keep going until I actually figure out who killed Mr. Boddy. If there's other stuff that I've forgotten, I'll try and get it in the description box, but I think you guys got the gist of it, hopefully. So until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.